Hello, it's Chris here from CJGAMINGtex. In this video I'm going to show you some of the best places to camp when in Spec Ops survival mode and trying to reach high ground. There are a few places you can go because you won't get very far if you just run around. So I'm going to show you these places. So to start with, on the mission Resistance, when you start off, just come down here, and in this building here, you've got one exit here, and another one here. One of your friends can be up here, and you can be on this door here. You could also go out the side here if you need to be. It's a good place, primarily for the fact that the guns are just round here. There, and grenades and missiles aren't too far. It's a fairly easy level mission, so you shouldn't have any problems really, but that's about the best place we found to go. Okay, now for the mission Village. Best place when you start, come down here. I mean, again, it's not the best place, there are no buildings or anything you can really go into on this mission, but if you've got one guy here and another guy here, we found, as there's really only two entrances, we found it to be a fairly good place, and we got to round 35 I think it was. We had one go at it. That was pretty much our first go I think, and it is a fairly easy one, but that's a pretty good place to go. Again, you know, you're not too far away from guns and grenades and missiles and things, so you shouldn't really find it that hard. Okay, so for interchange, you start here, run down here, and in this building here, one guy on this door, the other guy, cover all this area here, which seems like a lot, but it isn't really, because the enemies will come from there, and they'll come from the end there. So you won't really get many. And if you put claymores all around this area, you'll have it secure. And the best thing about this space is that things like claymores, they aren't far, because they're actually getting caught on that dead guy just here, and everything else is pretty much close by as well. So that's the best place we found. Okay guys, now for my favourite mission, underground. For this mission the best place is just here. This hallway here. You can both stand here and shoot if you cover this whole top area with claymores, and if you put enough up here and make sure that each round that they're still there, and you can get them from here, which is your grenades, if you put enough there, the enemies, they just won't come up this area at all. They will all come from down here. And then if you've both got pretty heavy guns, M60, something like that, you can just sit here and pick them all off. It's a great place because not only are the grenades close, the guns are just over here, just down there, and missiles and things are just there. So it's a real good place, and this is the one I've got to the highest round on. Okay, now for the mission Dome. Very small map, so when you get juggernauts it will be a bit harder. Personally, I do not like this map at all, just my personal preference. There's not many good hiding places. Although this isn't the best hiding place, this is the one we found worked for us, which is, ironically enough, inside the dome. One guy here, protected from that side, and the other guy here. If you get sentry guns, that sort of thing, you should be alright. But like I say, it's not my favourite map, so it's not one I'd really pick to get a very high level in. But this is a decent place. There are some other good places, like you can go in here. Some of these places, there's, you know, not many entrances, like there. But yeah. Okay, now for the mission. You'll start here, go down here, and behind this concrete wall here, there are only 2 exits, one there and the one you came down. Fairly good place. Grenades are just there. They will leave like nerve gas around the place, but it's not a very hard mission, and we found this to be a fairly decent place. Okay, so for the mission Seatown, again this is one of my favourite missions. There's a couple good places. So if you go down here, it's easy to get lost on this one. Guns are there, by the way. And one good place is here. One guy there, one guy there. You got a nice balcony here. There's no other ways of them getting up here, so that's a fairly decent place. Okay, and the other one is when you run forward down into the market. This is a better one. Down to the end here, into this sort of internet cafe sort of thing. These stairs, for the first few rounds, this is the only place the enemies will come from. Great place because you've got the advantage of 2 angles, so if you've got riot shields, juggernauts, it's a bit easier. Plenty of exits, you know, if a juggernaut comes. There is a ladder up this window here, so it's fairly easy to just pick guys off like that. But don't forget that there is a, like that guy that just came up there, but don't forget that there is a ladder there. Okay, now for carbon. So you'll start off down here, go in this building, one guy there, and one guy here. The grenades, the guns and things aren't too far away, as you see in here. They're there. Okay, so now for the mission Bootleg. Again, as I've said before, this isn't one of my favourite missions. Just don't really like it. It's very open, so it can be quite hard to find secluded places. However, there are a couple. Places like this room here, although it's got a window, there are only 2 exits. Up here, it's not too bad because if you've got a juggernaut, you can get away. It's got a good height advantage, yeah, which may well turn out to be a good fight advantage. But if there's a juggernaut, you can just run away easy. And if you go down here, this place here, again, entrance that way, which they will only pretty much come from there or there. So claymores will take out that one, so you just got to keep your eyes on that one. And then again, kill these guys. This way again, there's plenty of places to hide, and the grenades and things are fairly close by, so you can hide behind this concrete here. But it's not an easy mission. Okay, now for the mission Hard Hat. I've got mixed feelings about this one. There is a good place, which is this tube here. One guy this end, and one guy that end. Only problem is, if you get surrounded, you're screwed basically. So you have to get it right. Weaponry close by. It's not one of the better maps. It can be fun, but if you can hold your ground well here, perhaps get riot shield guys. Being the fact there's only 2 exits, it's the best place really. Okay, now for the mission Fallen. I quite like this map. It's not easy at all times because things are quite hard to get to, like the grenades are quite far away from this spot. But this is the room, so you can have one guy on the entrance here, and you can have the other guy down here. So there are only 2 entrances. You've got good view to kill, good spot. and if a Juggernaut comes, there are a couple of extra exits for a quick getaway. Okay, for the mission Outpost, you start off here, go up these steps. It's very easy to get lost on this one. Across here, one guy, there, the other guy. Make sure you shoot that barrel out first and that one, because otherwise they'll explode and kill you. The other guy, from here, you can take on that door and that door there. It's a fairly safe place to be, providing you both do your job. But yeah, it's not the best of maps. So that's exactly what happens, and that'll kill you if you don't shoot them out first. Okay, now for the mission Lockdown. This is where it starts to get quite challenging. So you go down here, up these steps, turn right, across here, left, and in this room here. Then through this way and left. And this corridor here, this is the one you're going to do. So one guy can be behind there, on there like that, and they'll come from the right and the left. And the other guy can be in, say, a position like here. So you can catch them unaware as they come around the door like that. And then you shouldn't have too many trouble. Okay, now for the mission Arcading. Up these steps, through the doors on your left, then follow this round, through this door here, and this is the area you cover. One guy on that door, and the other guy on the stairs here. And you're fairly close to guns, grenades, etc. Okay, so for the mission Downturn, always head for this cherry picker here, and then you want to go in the building just to the right of it. One guy on that entrance here, and the other guy on this one here. And the guns are just in the building opposite, and everything else is fairly close. Okay, now for Bakara, and it's the last mission, so it should be the hardest. I don't think it is. First thing to do, find the building around the main square with the sort of tower thing, bell tower, whatever you call it. Go inside. These stairs here. The great thing about this place is not only have you got excellent view over everywhere to shoot the guys, but there's only one way in the room, which is the stairs. So if someone goes here, they'll get loads of rampage and things, because all the men come up and you can just shoot them all in one go. It is a bit of a trek to the guns, which are over in that direction, but you should have enough time. For some reason, I get the feeling that when you're in this building, the game automatically spawns a lot of people in that building just there. So just keep an eye on it, and you should rack up the kills. And to be honest with you, it's not that hard a level. So I hope this video has been helpful, whether you were trying to get the trophy for completing all these to round 10 or round 15, whether you were trying to get those trophies or achievements or whatever, or just trying to get general strategy for getting to the high rounds. I hope this video has helped. If it has, please comment, like it, subscribe to our channel, and keep an eye out for our next videos. Cheers.